If you're a parent, I'm sure you have experienced anxiety at some point in your life, and today I'm going to be sharing 5 signs that you might be experiencing it right now. Coming up. Hi everybody, my name is Shayla, and I first started this channel because I know that there are some things in our life, especially as moms, that we try to hide away because we don't want other people to see it. But guess what? Bump that, man. Hiding is overrated. And I really want to peel back some of those layers and talk about some of those uncomfortable things, because the more we talk about it, the more it gets normalized, and we actually will realize that we're all in this together. We're not alone in our parenting journey. And anxiety is one of those things. Today, I want to talk about the signs of anxiety because understanding it is the first step in actually getting it under control. Now, being a parent in general brings opportunity for anxiety, right? You're responsible for a whole human being and their wellness and their development and their safety. It's a heavy burden. They have the tendency to suck the life out of any and everything that they come in contact with, and it's not really their fault. I mean, it's up to us as the adults to create boundaries for ourselves so that we can actually be the healthiest person possible for them as parents. Let's talk about some of the signs of anxiety. Number 1, if you do everything yourself. Now, I've got kids who are elementary school age as well as toddlers, and it's very easy for me to do things for them because I don't like cleaning up messes. It's annoying. And they get on my nerves when they spill things and whatever, but that's my own hang up. And at some point or another, they have to learn how to do these things. If you're doing things and they're things that your kids could probably do, but might maybe just mess up a little, that's a sign of anxiety. Number 2, you intervene as soon as possible. So this goes right hand in hand with number 1. Case in point, my kids trying to pour milk in the morning in their bowl of cereal, it's like, oh my gosh. And I'll just step in and pour the milk for them because I'm afraid that they're gonna make a mess. Or maybe it could be you're at the park and you don't want them to fall, so you're being like the term now I think is helicopter mom, making sure that they don't fall and all this stuff. That is a sign of anxiety. Number 3, you micromanage their activities. So not allowing them to make whatever it is that they want to make or color how they want to color, or being involved in every single little detail and not allowing your child to have a say. And that's very easy to do, especially for people who have control issues. It can be very easy to micromanage and not give your child the space that they need in order to grow. Number 4, you don't let your child do age-appropriate things. I totally get this, especially if you have kids who might have a little bit of an age gap, and you've got a little one who wants to do things that the big kid wants to do, or you don't let your big kid do stuff because the little one can't do it, or whatever the case may be. We have to release the control some and not worry so much about all the bad things that can happen. So if you are not allowing your child to do age-appropriate things, that is a sign that you are dealing with some anxiety. And number 5 is you maintain hard and fast rules. This, I think, is maybe a little bit more applicable to parents who have older children, because that's kind of at that age where they're getting older and they're wanting to go out and do things more often with their friends, or you have to again release some of that control, release your hand off of them a little bit, and that can create a whole lot of worry. And so I just really think it's important to be able to identify some of the signs of anxiety, because like I said before, as you continue to identify them and understand what anxiety looks like for you, which might be different for somebody else, but as you identify what that looks like for you, then you can actually take the steps to overcome those challenges. Now, I have a question for you guys. Leave me a comment below. What are some behaviors that you have when you're anxious? For me, it's overplanning. So I can very easily, because I love to research and I love to plan, that's like my go-to. When I get anxious about something, I begin to write everything down and research, and I'm scrolling online for hours, and I'm writing out all these plans, and then really nothing ever gets done. I want to say nothing, but little gets done compared to the amount of plans that I actually have. But it's something that I took the time to think about and realize, like, okay, I know that I'm being anxious in this area when I start to overthink and overplan things. The good news is this cycle can be broken. In the next few videos, we're going to be talking about coping strategies and even recognizing the triggers of how you even get to a place of being anxious. So make sure you're subscribed, and don't forget, hiding is overrated. I'll see you next time.